The chair of the Michigan Republican Party, the official Republican Party of the state of Michigan, the chairwoman of that party has been fined, along with several other people, a total of $58,000 for filing a knowingly frivolous lawsuit, according to the judge, attempting to throw out tens of thousands of absentee ballots for literally no reason. Like, that's the kicker of this. It wasn't just, oh my God, we've got fraud. Oh my God, we've got bad things happening. They're not verifying the signatures. They didn't even have a valid reason. And that's what the judge told them. So, of course, that is why the judge in this instance, Wayne County Circuit Court Judge Timothy Kenney, said, yeah, you, the chair of the Michigan Republican Party, and a couple of the other wackos who did this with you, y'all are going to have to come up with the $58,000 that the city of Detroit had to pay in both court costs and legal fees, and you're going to pay them back. Now, here's what's super gross about this entire story. Not just the lawsuit. Here's the thing. The chairwoman of the party is Christina Caramo. And Ms. Caramo actually ran for office, ran for Secretary of State in the 2022 midterms. And in the course of her election, that is when she filed the election challenge lawsuit, but she filed the lawsuit before the election. So on its face, all these whatever stupid things you were claiming can't even possibly be true because we haven't even gotten there yet. Like, you're filing a lawsuit for something you think may happen in the future. So right on its face, it's obvious this thing was fraudulent. She then, of course, goes on to lose her election. And then fast forward a couple months later, she gets elected as the party's new chairwoman in the state of Michigan. So she got her lawsuit thrown out of court, then lost her election for Secretary of State. So the judge is like, yeah, you're a total fraud. We don't like you. The voters are like, hey, you suck. We don't like you. And then the Republican Party of Michigan was like, you know what? I see some potential here. I mean, sure, she's a loser. Sure, she's lost everything over the last year and nobody seems to like her. But hey, why not run our whole state party because we're just blithering idiots who don't know any better? And that's what they did. Kind of like the National Party with Ronna McDaniel. Serial campaign loser, but by God, she keeps getting the job because the people running against her for that job are somehow even crazier and worse than she is. Here's the other individuals involved in the lawsuit. The fine was directed to Michigan GOP Chair Christina Caramo, who lost an election for Michigan Secretary of State in November, Daniel Hartman, who reportedly serves as counsel for the state party, and Alexandria Taylor, who is running as a Republican for the state's open seat in the U.S. Senate. Election observers who denied the results of the 2020 election and other plaintiffs were also directed to help pay the fine. Karamo's lawsuit was dismissed right before Election Day in November. The lawsuit would have changed Detroit's voting practices to require voters to either cast their ballot in person or obtain an absentee ballot in person. So she had no reason to even challenge these results. She challenged the results before the election even took place because she wanted anybody who filed an application for an absentee ballot to have their ballot thrown out because she wants people to have to apply for the absentee ballot in person, which, if you can do that, kind of defeats the whole purpose for an absentee ballot, right? Instead of going in and asking for a ballot early or absentee, you could just vote early. So why would we do that? And luckily, of course, the judge said we're not going to do that. Said that back in November, and finally they got around to saying last week, oh, by the way, you're also going to pay the city of Detroit back for wasting everybody's time because you're all a bunch of loser crybabies. Hey everyone, this is Aspen. And did you know that for the low cost of $0 per day, you can subscribe to the Fair and Balanced YouTube channel? We also encourage you to like, comment, and share, but again, click that subscribe button and help Aspen not be so grumpy.